Welcome to sportsbookreview.com. I'm Flash, and this is Serie A week 32. Week 31, it was decent for near enough everybody and nearly every single bet. Now, listen, new format. We're only going to put meat on the bone for those that we have official picks for. If you want to mention any other game, write it down at the end, and then I will ask the boys for a quick overview, just a quick lean or whatever. But also, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button, and ring the bell. It's so important that you subscribe, because then I can notify you and you'll never miss any content again. So today it's Serie A, Bundesliga and La Liga. 3 full cards this week. Plenty for us to get ourselves right involved with. Also press the link in the description. It'll take you over to articles that Tan or Alex or Martin have wrote. But every video we cover here on SBR is accompanied by an article. Alex, there's no records this week because obviously the game's only finished last night, so it's in the middle of the night here at the moment. So they will be done by the probably next week, because obviously we go again on Thursday, but the games don't finish until late on Wednesday night. But listen, the winners will keep flowing. Alex, good weekend, and we've got 7 games here, and I fancy the decent picks from you boys.
4th profitable weekend in a row in Serie A, and I think that, as you mentioned on the mini clip with promoting the show, that we passed the 40 units line. We are trying to reach for the 50 units, a few rounds to go till the end of the season. An interesting round in Serie A in the midweek. So yeah, also I had my vaccine in the morning.
Yeah, so anyway, listen, if you do start falling asleep, we know why. So it's not because you're bored. Tan, busy weekend. Milan, it was a good win for them. I know, obviously, there were lighter opposition in Genoa, but with Juve losing, it was a desperate win for Milan.
You want my football point of view or my betting point of view?
No, just for Serie A point of view.
Because from my personal betting point of view was fantastic. Fantastic.
That's what everyone in the chat's interested in.
Yes, I know. From a football point of view, it went exactly as I thought on Milan winning but struggling with Genoa. A very blocked game between Napoli and Inter. Plenty of goals, the dramatic Cagliari Parma, and Juventus losing to Atalanta. It's really pointing that way. But also let's remind that midweek is normally bringing always surprises, and there are a couple of very tense clashes. Obviously, as you can imagine in the chat, everybody is asking about the Super League, but you are the host, so you decide how to play cards.
In the chat, we've got 3 shows to talk about it, and it basically affects us, all of them. But let's go with.
Also, sorry, in the chat, Milos Yakovlevich, Alex vaccine, you totally dropped in my eyes. I'm not interested in your thoughts about the vaccine or not. Everyone is free to choose and do whatever they want.
Yeah, listen, it's not a political show.
If you are for vaccine, go away from here. If you are here for the bets, stay with us.
Exactly. Well, we'll start with the bets then, shall we? We're going to come to you, Alex. It's Milan, -165, draw +320, and Sassuolo at +500. Sassuolo, what do we do with them?
Exactly. Sassuolo, what do we do with them? Sassuolo, amazing game against Fiorentina. But still, in the second half, when Berardi started to play against Juricic, so I think that this is the key point. This is the key player for Sassuolo. That Berardi guy, and also Caputo up there. I don't know. Probably they will score against Milan, because Milan are struggling badly lately to keep clean sheets. So I'm seeing an Alex Classic here. Why not? Both team to score and the over 2.5 goals in the match.
Tan, the way that Milan play, though, they're like trying to stamp their authority early. I just get that feeling that they're not quite at 100%. But with Sassuolo's defence, you're thinking that Milan maybe scored twice, a team total over 1.5. But if you fancy Milan to win the game, then surely the value is Milan to win and over 1.5, because we can all see Sassuolo scoring.
Not always.
Or you think Milan win to 0?
No, I think that Milan win. And
right.
I know that it's not a big odds, but I'll take it as it is, because it's not even anyway low. Because it's true that Sassuolo got with Berardi is on fire, and that was all they missed. And actually, maybe could be that also Caputo would be back. Is not still sure. But Milan got Ibrahimovic back. And also, we saw that when Milan are playing more careful, there are few goals getting in, and Sassuolo is struggling to find a goal. Not usually with Berardi, but maybe that win against Fiorentina could satisfy them. Maybe. I'm just saying that I feel more comfortable to pick only Milan to win. This is a safe odds for this one. Anyway,
well, if we go through it, you've got Milan to win. Alex has got the Alex Classic, and he's just going to basically go with both teams to score, and one of them gets at least 2. And I'm going for Milan to win and over 1.5. So we're all on the same page there, that it's a Milan win. And the one thing we leave out is maybe under 2.5 goals. And we leave out team winning to 0. Both teams to score no. We leave them out and we go and find the value through the others.
Well, depends how risky feels someone. By the way, Matthew Lawrence is saying that you are not talking about Super League because you are creating your own SBR Super League. Confess.
Well, if I do, you two will be first on my list of experts.
I mean.
Okay, and if you think that Alex has been a little bit grumpy, so would you be if you'd just had that jab in your arm. So cut him a bit of slack. He'll still provide you with all the winners. Tan, next game. Spezia plus 730. Draw plus 400. Inter plus 350. I thought Inter finished the game pretty strongly yesterday, second half against Napoli. Had their chances, but just wanted to walk it into the net. Prior to that, they looked vulnerable against Napoli.
You know what? I don't think they really looked vulnerable. The thing is that Inter are now sailing towards the end of the season. Well, if it will finish like this, because after yesterday night, nothing can be sure. We don't know if the titles will be awarded. We don't know who will be continuing to compete. But anyway, let's imagine for a moment that nothing will happen. I think that Inter are just sailing safely. And just when the opponent are raising the bar, they are raising the bar too. And so this is what happened yesterday with Napoli. I believe with Spezia, they will try to win the game without putting too much effort from the beginning. Spezia always proactive, always trying to score, but conceding. Instead of picking any result or anything, obviously the odds on Inter are ridiculous. I would go just with Alex Classic, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals.
Alex Classic, do you see Inter letting one in then, Alex?
To be honest, it will be very hard for Spezia to find the back of the net. I love their style of play. I love that they are proactive. I love how they're going all in. It's a pure entertainment to watch Spezia. Even when they lose with a lot of goals, and they are scoring also. So for the neutral fans, it's very important for this kind of teams like Spezia to be in the domestic league, in the top flying league, But Inter, on the other side, let's not forget that they are one of the best organized team at the back. I think that they have the best defense in Serie A with just 28 goals conceded. I think that Spezia will struggle to keep a clean sheet here, to score, to find the back of the net. So if it is to choose something for this match, I would go Inter and under 4.5 and make it a Martin Classic at 1.72.
Yeah, and maybe Inter minus 1.5 for the little 2-0, maybe 3-1. Lukaku, anytime goal scorer, looked strong, looked sharp yesterday. It was just his brain telling his feet just to do things a little bit quicker when he got in the box. But
I wish that he finishes the season being the top scorer. He has 4 goals behind Cristiano Ronaldo now. And I wish that he will overcome that. It's pretty impossible because Cristiano will come back, and of course that he is the main guy who scores for Juventus. But I feel that against teams like Spezia, Lukaku has too much athleticism and power inside the box there to score at least 2 on his own. So a small stake on Lukaku over 1.5 goals scored in the match at around 4.5 looks good, you know.
100 people watching live, 28 thumbs up. Easy maths for the Flash man. It's 28%. Let's move on because Bologna was the banker of the weekend throughout all 4 leagues for me. And after 17 minutes, 2-0 up, Bet365 paid out, but everyone paid out because they win the game 4-1. Alex, Bologna plus 140, draw plus 245, Torino plus 215. I was on the phone to Tony Tagliafico. And Torino went 1-0 down. I'm like, Torino win this game. They are absolutely battering them. He had a little piece of that. And they run out comfortable winners. I was really impressed, considering their league position, that they found some spirit and they found some cutting edge.
It was about time for them to bounce back after failing to win failing even to score in those matches against AS Roma and Inter. And despite losing 1-0 to both, I think that they were leading in possession in those 2 matches. And right now against Spezia, it was everybody, a team with a great firepower like Bologna, is very easy for them to play against a team like Spezia. Spezia, we know, and we talked about them in the prediction, in the preview against Inter. So I think right now Torino are a different class. Torino are a different class from Spezia. I think that Torino might even get something from this match. Torino, we said to everyone that they might even win the match against Roma. We had them; they were 1-0 down in that match, and they absolutely cruised in the last in the second half with Sanabria, Zaza, and Rincon, 3 nice goals there. So I really believe that this might be the most entertaining game from this round. I see over 2.5 goals at 1.82. Pretty impressive odds, to be honest. I was expecting around 1.7. I think that a 2-1 type of match, maybe to Torino, maybe to Bologna, but it doesn't really matter because we are in for goals.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I've actually gone with the Alex Classic. Really impressed with Torino. Really impressed with Bologna. I mean, listen, it's cue the 0-0, isn't it? But listen, before we kick off, Tan, it's got to be the Alex Classic. Surely one of these scores 2 and both teams score.
You know, I pick the both teams to score. I don't go until Alex Classic because Torino did a great job. Again, was one we predicted. Double chance, who went on until Torino to win. But now I don't want to say they are safe because it's only +5 over Cagliari. But Torino got also 1 game in hand. There are also other 2 with the same points that played 1 game more. But Torino could actually sweep themselves also with a draw from this. And Bologna finally won largely against Spezia after being frustrated against Inter and Roma. It's like if, okay, now we did what we have to do, we don't really need to push. So it could actually go into a 1-1. That's why I don't want to get too confident with them. Oh, they will just go out and play and score. I think they will both score, but I don't know if they will go over the 1-0. So I just pick the both teams to score.
Okay, it seems to be that both teams to score no is the one that you leave out there because everyone thinks that they're going to score. Everyone in the chat thinks that both teams will score, so it's just waiting for one of them.
Yeah, both teams to score.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, everyone's in agreement, Tan. Let's move on because someone's gone for low-hanging fruit here, or they're putting their foot and they're putting their boot in because it's Crotone, Tan, +275, draw +265, Sampdoria at +100. Sampdoria look a little bit like your Bologna and your Udinese at the weekend.
Yeah, they are not part of my top 5 picks, but as you know, I have everything for each. Crotone are gone. They are in Serie B. Not mathematically, but they are. They lost again with a comeback from Udinese. The umpteenth comeback they considered. But at least they are fighting. At least they are saying, okay, let's fight for the honor. And they are always trying. Sampdoria did a very solid win against Verona. It's above their belt, so it counts double. Could be that Claudio Ranieri will sign a contract extension in the next days, but could be a bit more relaxed. And what I'm saying is that too many times it went against Crotone. Maybe this time it can go on their way, because Sampdoria maybe are just a bit less motivated. Winning 3-1 against Verona is not only good for the win, but also because, again, Verona is grabbing that outsider spot they would like to grab. So their tension could be lower. So plus 275, it's a risky, but it's the risk of the week. Not a madness, but the risk of the week.
Sampdoria look like when they come off the pitch at the end, they're all giving each other high fives. Spirit is so high, Alex. Surely they go and beat the team that you love to put the boot into in Crotone.
Love the set pieces when it comes to Sampdoria. They are all over it. Corners, free kicks, left and right. They are tall. They are powerful inside the box. Crotone, they are in vacation. I would not play against Sampdoria in a match with Crotone. Never, ever. At 2.0, I think that this might be the best set of odds from this midweek. I was expecting more 1.8, 1.85 tops. But at 2.0 to see Sampdoria after very, very impressive match against Verona. We were live on air when this match was going on, and I was very impressed with that. Crotone, yeah, they will probably play like they always do, but 79 goals conceded in 31 matches. Against Udinese, again they scored with Simi, but not a lot of power in the second half. In the second half, they lost the plot a little bit there, and they lost also the match. Many defeats in a row there. I don't know how concentrated and how focused they are in these type of matches. Even though mathematically they are not down, I think that they even consider themselves to be down, because there is no way you save 15 points and expect also Benevento, for example, to lose as many points as you win in the same time. And also, we said last week, Benevento to go down. They are 5 points above Cagliari right now. We said it. We said that it's a value bet. Look a little bit. You will see what will happen till the end. I'm going all the way with Sampdoria here. I think that this is a very, very good set of odds at 2.0.
And don't complicate it.
Yeah, don't complicate it. Nothing else.
Top man, that's all I wanted to hear. Don't complicate it. Sampdoria. Okay, moving on. Genoa plus 125. They got me my goal against Milan. I went with the old Alex Classic. And also I went with draw half-time, which was very nice indeed. It's Genoa plus 125. Draw plus 225. Benevento plus 220. Alex, I don't like this game, because I think Benevento may get something out of it, which is strange, because I like Genoa when they go to Atalanta, when they go to Inter, when they go to Milan. But when they're hosting Benevento, for some reason, I don't quite like it. I think it's an unders game.
Genoa dropped too many points lately. We liked them. We liked their organizing skills. We liked their fighting spirit. We liked everything about them till February, let's say. After that, they started to draw points. And you can see that more and more they are too relaxed with the position that they have right now in the standings. And that is affecting them on the mental level. I think that they are too relaxed, in my opinion. Yes, they have a good number of points. Yes, 7 points above the relegation zone. But they are still stressed. And it's a stress between two teams that they are separated by just 2 points in the standings right now. Benevento in the same condition with the Genoa. If they are not careful, they will go down. And I think that that says a lot about this match. I think that this is a 6-pointer. Who wins this, maybe they might be saved. This is why I expect a very, very, very entertaining match. 1.75, both teams to score. Don't complicate it.
Both teams to score, Alex says. Does that mean we bring in the 1-1, or do you see someone getting the winner at Tam? Because I'm thinking Benevento, I thought it'd be really tight, really cagey for the first half, assess the situation, and if they need to go for it in the last, because listen, a point for Benevento, they'll bite your hand off now.
They are fighting They are not like just getting punching and not reacting. But the limited quality is visible. Genoa played very good against Milan. They should have taken more from that game. They were very unlucky. And dropping position by position, don't want to say they are in danger, but the situation is that they are at 32 points. Cagliari, the last team to be relegated, is at 25. And they have in between Benevento and Fiorentina at 30. So there is still some ways in between for them to be grabbed by, but they weren't so close to the dangerous zone since already 3 months. So this is the best, considering that if they lose this, even if Benevento should be more motivated, but if they lose this, they are leapfrogged by Benevento. So now the motivation is there, but actually it was already there against Milan because they played good. But now even more, and Benevento got big defensive issue. When I saw the plus 125 on Genoa, I said, cool enough for me. Very good odds, Genoa to win.
Okay, Genoa, that'll be the official pick for Tan. So remember, at the end of it, we'll go through the official picks, but these games that we're covering, they've all got official picks. So we're not messing about. We're giving
you are missing one of them.
What one am I missing?
Napoli, Lazio.
It was one of my top 5 picks.
Napoli and Lazio we'll cover at the end, all right?
Yeah, but it was one of our top picks. This is why.
Okay, no problem at all. I'll cover that at the end, all right? Udinese plus 145, 10. Draw plus 225 and Cagliari at plus 200. Normally, I'd just go for Udinese. Cagliari fighting for their life at plus 200. The value in the visitors.
Very. Here to pick this if you feel for a bet sleep with risky percentages. But it's a very open game. And Cagliari reaction was very emotional. It was against Parma, though, one of the only 2 teams that are under them in the table. But at least it was the last breath of life that Cagliari grabbed to still stay in this Serie A.
And in what style they did it?
In what style? What a comeback. Yeah, those things that give you a super boost of confidence. Udinese won last week against Crotone. They were already safe, but do you remember I told you that they were coming from 4 defeats in a row, and the club decided to send the squad into retreat week, and so I was expecting them to win at Crotone because they were all pumped and powered. Well, they released, I would say, and Cagliari now is the one much, much more motivated. As you see, the odds are very level, and I go with the motivation of Cagliari. It's not for a safe bet slip odds, but I go with the motivation of Cagliari to win at plus 200.
Alex, is Cagliari draw no bet the way to go in this game?
Let's not forget that Udinese won, but they won against the Crotone. Before that, they failed to score in 2 of their last 3 matches.
Yeah, exactly.
Losing all 3 in a row. Yes, I can see Tan's point here with Cagliari. To play it safer, you go Cagliari with a draw no bet. If you are brave enough to play the winners market, I think that Cagliari will not lose this game, because I think that the motivation will play a big part of this. Huge win for Cagliari, and most important than the huge win and the way that it happened was Benevento dropping points against Lazio. That means that they approach to 5 points from Benevento, and every single point right now, it counts 10 times more, you know. So probably the way to go is with Cagliari, but I think that they will still concede goals here, and I cannot pass this 1.8 for both teams to score in the game as an official pick.
Yeah, looks like a good one, that. Minus 125, just both teams to score, not worry about someone getting a winner. Next game, I tell you what, I actually went because it's Roma plus 280, Alex, draw plus 300, Atalanta -105. Really impressed with Atalanta. I love the fact that they were like so tight, so compact, and when they went forward in packs. So at -105 against a Roma side who can't keep clean sheets, I just say defence versus attack or attack versus defence, and Atalanta come out on top 8 or 9 times out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I cried with one eye. I laughed with the other because Atalanta won and Juventus lost. So Juventus with draw no bet was my pick from last weekend. But a deflected shot, Tan. Don't give me the. Don't give me the deflected shot.
The moment when someone is commenting a game saying, "Oh, the goal was a deflecting shot," is undermining himself as a commentator. I'm telling you. It doesn't matter if it was a deflected shot. You should have watched the game. If you watched the game,
I did watch the game.
There was one team that had to win.
But lads, the bigger question here is, how do Roma stop Atalanta doing as they want? Because obviously the onus is on Roma. They're at home. They come forward. But the way that Atalanta likes to counter, surely Atlanta team total over 1.5. And surely just Atlanta -105, Alex, is just too good to pass up.
Yeah, that's true. And the motivation right now is more important after a win against the Juventus, after going third in the standings, with a big possibility to even finish second in the standings with some good results. Because still, I'm not convinced that Milan can keep this pace till the end of the season. I'm still not convinced, since the difference on points is only 2 right now. Atalanta is far more consistent right now than AC Milan. So if they continue on the same path, they will go for the second place again. And not only that, but again and again, they still have the best attack in the league 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
It
says it all. Tan, do you think Roma... I can't imagine Roma can go head-to-head. And the big thing that I was watching when Roma got smashed really by Torino... They looked like they chucked it to me for the last half hour.
Because just they couldn't handle so long. They had the return leg against Ajax. They actually started very good and focused, but they didn't have enough stamina to last after that quarterfinals. And Torino, who actually was anyway solid, even if they were down 1 goal, but then was just more fresh and reactive.
Oh, they were hungry.
And in the second half, they just came out. They were alerted, I would say, and Roma couldn't cope with that. See, the table now is saying that Roma is 8 points behind Juventus for the 4th spot of Champions League. So possibly we would have to say they are much more motivated, much more angry. They should go for this. But the way Atalanta played, they saved their skills offensively, but being clever and smart without exposing themselves against Juventus. And
Roma, whenever we do the live show, Tan, whenever we do the live shows with Alex and the other boys, I say that sometimes these teams that when they go forward, they just bide their time. They have a confidence and an arrogance to know that their time will come, and when it comes, they take it.
But I have to say that something has changed with Atalanta, because maybe they were a bit naive until last year. Yeah. And this season, in these games, they have changed. They have mutated a bit, and I would say they think more as a big team, not as an outsider.
Yeah, they have a belief that they deserve, and they should be there.
The experience is on their side after 3 years.
It comes down to belief. And players now are looking at their opposite number, and especially against Juve, and going, well, hang on a minute, I'm potentially better than you, and I believe I'm better than you.
And they're
starting to play like that.
Flash, more important, they have a unite group. I don't think that they lost a lot of players, They have unity there, and they added more. They lost, Papu Gomez, but look, Papu Gomez at Sevilla, who is nowhere.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Come on.
Okay, so maybe...
What doesn't matter, Dan? What did I say?
It doesn't matter. It's a different system of playing.
But maybe the unity grew when he left.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I think also Ilicic will leave. So, anyway, there is some cost. But anyway, they are playing now, not as they have to score as soon as possible and score more and more and more, but building up their chances without conceding, which is very important.
Yeah.
And this cleverness seems to me that why should it disappear against Roma? Because they are still focused on their target. And Roma possibly, all in all, after losing to Torino, maybe they lost the real ambition, the hope.
There you go. That's where I was looking at, Tan. I fancy that they're already getting their sun loungers out. The Champions League goal has now gone. And I just saw that they chucked it last hour. Their body language said, we're finished. That's it. Job done. Right now, bottom game.
Atalanta to win. -100.
Yeah, Atlanta to win. And obviously, we'll go through the official picks at the end. 122 watching. Really appreciative of that. Please subscribe and press the button and I will notify you and you'll never miss any soccer content. And remember, we are only going through the official picks and I didn't because I was trying to do these on Sunday night. Napoli +100's not up there, but it has got an official pick. Draw +275. Lazio +260. Tan. It looks like a draw to me. I can't split these two.
I don't know. It looks to me a very open game. It's game of the week. It's game of the week because in spite of Juventus losing, Juventus are still the fourth of the table. Situation is Juve 62, Napoli 60, Lazio 58 with one game in hand. If you think about one draw would not help both of them because Juventus lost to Atalanta. They have to play Milan and Inter yet. But it's not like Juventus are going to lose every time. If even after a defeat, they are still fourth. Means you have to grab any possible option that you have. So in my opinion, it will be open game. Lazio will be able to play more on a counter with Napoli, but Napoli are more solid, I would say. Look how Lazio conceded 3 to Benevento. So I don't see Napoli to lose, but I definitely see goals. So I go with the combo, double chance, home double chance for Napoli. So Napoli to win or a draw, and both teams to score.
Yeah, I when I wrote that down, I really liked it. But I think it's one of them. I think it's a 2-2 draw, Alex.
You remember that we talked a lot about Napoli raising their level when playing against big names, and Lazio are one of the big names, and they are in a direct fight also with the Juventus. So 3 teams separated by just 4 points, with Lazio having a game in hand here. Lazio with Atalanta right now, they are the most informed teams with 5 wins in a row. Lazio with 5 wins in a row. But like Tan said, they are also conceding. And the consistency at the back is not the best. Napoli with a great matches against the big sides. I think that the over 2.5 at 1.72 is the best value bet for this match. Don't even, I don't know, let's enjoy it. Let's see 3 goals at least, and let's not even think who will win. But I agree on the point of view that Napoli will not lose this one. So Napoli draw double chance and over 2.5, or even Napoli draw double chance and both teams to score, should be also a great bet. Yeah,
I'm liking that. I'm really liking that. I'm thinking that goes forward for the 2-team parlay. But let's have a look at the official picks, please, Esteban. We're going to go with Alex's picks first. Bologna over 2.5 goals in the game at -123. Sampdoria, don't complicate it, +100. Udinese, both teams to score, -125. Napoli over 2.5 goals in the game at -133. Tancredi's gone for Genoa, +125. Milan, -175. Spezia, the Alex Classic, at +100. Atalanta, -105. And I tell you what, Napoli, double chance and both teams to score at +110. That's a great bet. That really is a great bet. I've just gone for the 3. I've gone with Milan and over 1.5, -125. Bologna, Alex Classic at +110 because I was impressed with Torino so much. And I've gone with Atalanta as well at -105. Please give us a 2-team parlay, please, gentlemen. Are we happy with Napoli and double chance, both teams to score at +110?
Yes. Okay.
What about you? Okay, well, so that'll be okay. We're going to go with that one. And you, please, Alex.
Bologna Torino over 2.5 at 1.82.
Yeah, I like that as well. I tell you what, I think we've got unbelievable value. So it's Bologna and Torino over 2.5 goals in the game. And it's going to be Napoli. Double chance and both teams to score. And I do think that if you cannot get that with your book, then just go with the straight Alex Classic. Now, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. Ring the bell means I'll notify you. And that means that in under 25 minutes, these boys, they're not going anywhere. Maybe get a quick cup of coffee. It's going to be the Bundesliga. It's going to be a massive show. I appreciate everyone in the chat. We're going rat-a-tat-tat now because I'm only going to give you meat on the bone. I'm not going to give you a bone with no meat on it. So we'll see you again in 25 minutes when we go with the Bundesliga. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Tan. You take care.